Hey, welcome to Color Yoga. My name is Kyle and thank you for stopping by. Today we have roughly a 20-minute flow. This is a full body stretch, not too fast, and we're going to work through a variety of movements just to bring some mobility across the full body. So this is a great practice for beginners. This is a nice one to do to supplement any of that sort of exercises if you're feeling a little bit stiff, and also just a good practice to do just to get into your body and to give you a bit of energy for the day. Otherwise, when you're ready, you can grab your mat and let's begin. Today we're going to begin in a kneeling position at the back of our mats, and if you want to find a bit of relief for your knees, you can always sit up on a block or 2 blocks, or you can put a pillow in between your heels and your bum just to create a bit of space and relief for your knees, and then slowly over time you can reduce the amount of support. So you can bring your hands and rest them onto your knees, close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to arrive. And throughout the practice, we're going to see if we can focus our attention on our breath and just keep returning the attention, even if it drifts off into a world of thoughts. Don't worry, just acknowledge the thought, let it go, and see if you can bring it back to the sensation in your breathing. Take a deep breath in through the nose to full. And with an open mouth, sigh, release, and let that all go. We're going to begin with a few shoulder rolls, looping the shoulders from front to back, seeing if you can keep the eyes closed, really feeling into the sensations of your movements. You can change directions either which way. And release. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. As you exhale, half moon variation to the left-hand side. Right arm comes up and over the head. You can rest your fingers lightly onto the ground. You want to arch over, breathing space into the right side. And with any side stretch or side extension, you want to see if you can wrap your pinky in and peel your chest open, looking up and under the right shoulder. See if you can keep yourself grounded in your sitting bones, and breathe into the right side of your body. You can take the right hand and see if you can rest it over your head, resting it on top of your left ear. So your hand is resting on top of your head, taking hold of the left ear. And now draw your head off to the right hand side, allowing your arms to hang heavy on the left hand side. It's a little bit tricky with the left and rights. So we are stretching into the left side of your neck with your left arm hanging down and using the right arm to gently pull length along the left side of your head. You can play around with the pitch of your head, seeing if you can bring it back to stack it over the shoulders. You can roll the stretch along the left-hand side of your neck. And release. You can just gently shake that off. Inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. Exhale, half moon variation to the right-hand side. Left arm comes up and over the head. See if you can rest lightly onto the right fingertips. Close your eyes and breathe. Send the breath into the left side of the body. Ground the sitting bones. Reach through the left fingers and peel the chest open. See if you can look up and under the left arm. With your next exhale, you can release the left hand over the head, taking hold of the right ear. You're going to inhale. Draw the head through center, and as you exhale over to the left-hand side, feeling a good stretch on the right-hand side, seeing if you can allow your right arm to hang heavy. And release the arm. You can gently roll out the shoulders and neck. From here, we're going to make our way into a child's pose. So you can make your way there slowly, having your knees out wide, toes touching at the back. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Close your eyes and Begin to rock your forehead from left to right. Take a moment to feel into the body all at once, perhaps noticing the connection you make with your mat. And we're going to go into a little bit of a mobility sequence where we're going to move from child's pose up through tabletop and then into a cobra or a gentle up dog. And in the beginning it may seem a little bit new, but see if you can find your own rhythm in this little shape. So we'll go through it slowly together. I'm going to rise up from child's pose into tabletop. And you can, if you'd like to, you can have your hands a little bit forward. You're going to shift forward, lower down, and then rise up into cobra or an up dog, gentle up dog to begin with. That feels good. And then we're going to reverse the process, rolling, coming up over the knees, shifting back into child's pose. Now you can move with your own breath and your own time, kind of working into a rhythm with the breath. I like to come up with the inhale, exhale through center, inhale down, and exhale up into up dog or a cobra. Now close the eyes and move with the breath. We'll be here for a few rounds of breath, so a bit of free time to explore and see if you can synchronize your breath with your movements. And release. We can gently make our way into a tabletop, having the hands down, square yourself off. Tuck your toes, walk your hands a little bit forward. And inhale for cow, lower the belly, look forward, chin up. Exhale, cat, round and curl into the spine. 2 more times. Inhale, cow, open the chest. Exhale, cat, curl and press. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Take a deep breath in, lower the belly, look forward. Exhale, down dog, send the hips up and melt your heels to the ground. Take a moment just to pedal your legs out from left to right. And it's always good to get into like a good structural habit when you're arriving in your down dog. So starting at the fingers, spreading them wide, placing all the knuckles down flat on the ground. Relax the back of the neck, wrap the elbows in. Press the ground away, and your hands are a little bit wider than shoulder width distance. We're going to start off with a bend in the knees. Even if you're feeling nice and flexy this morning, bend to the knees, get the belly coming down towards your thighs or your heels. So you're looking for a straight line from the tailbone to the hands. And then from there, you can pedal the legs out from left to right. Find stillness in your down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, slowly walk towards the top of the mat, coming into rag doll, having your feet as wide as your hips. You can interlace the hands, place them behind your head, tuck your chin, and sway from left to right. Allow your spine to hang heavy off your hips, decompressing. And interlace the hands behind your back, squeeze your elbows together. You can send them up and over your head, pedaling the legs out from left to right. This is a pedaling stretcher, is fantastic to bring length along the hamstrings. And I like to synchronize the breath with my movements with tick-tocking my arms from left to right, bringing some mobility to my spine. And release the arms down to the ground. Heel toe your feet to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten your spine. Exhale, low lunge, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Keep your hands down. Lower the back knee to the floor, untuck the back toe. Inhale, crescent moon. Reach the arms up to the sky. Interlace your arms. Interlace your hands above your head. Look up. With an exhale, gently arch back. I'm going to stay here for a few breaths. You want to see if you can lower your hips forward and down, gently forward and down. And at the same time, lifting your chest up to the sky. So we're going to try avoid collapsing into the lower part of our spine and really lifting up and out of the stretch into a sort of crescent moon shape. Inhale, reach the arms up a little bit higher. Exhale, half splits. Drop the hips back and fold towards the front foot. Now, you want to make sure that your hips are nice and square, so draw back on the left hip crease. If you want a little bit extra, you can flex your left toes. And you want to bring your chest coming forward and down. So trying to encourage your belly to be pressed on your thigh. We're looking for a fold at the crease of your hips. And release, come forward, low lunge, raise the back knee, plant the hands down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, pyramid pose, straighten your front leg and fold towards the front foot. Draw back on your left hip crease. 2 more. Inhale, low lunge, bend into the left knee, lower the hips, open the chest. Exhale, pyramid pose, press to the front heel and fold. Last time, nice and slow. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, a pyramid pose. Inhale, low lunge, bend into the left knee, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step forward, feet to meet. Inhale, halfway lift, reset. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, left foot steps to the back of the mat, plant the hands and lower the back knee to the floor, untuck your back toes. Inhale, crescent moon, reach the arms up to the sky, interlace them above your head, look up. Exhale, gently arch back. Remember, hips forward, relaxation. And with the inhale, lift the chest up to activate, point through the fingers. Hold and breathe. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, half splits, bow down, draw back on the right hip crease, flex the front toes and fold. Hold and breathe. Now, see if you can lengthen through the spine. Try and fold at the crease of the hips and use the exhale to relax deeper into the stretch. Release, inhale, come forward, low lunge, plant the hands, raise the back knee. Look forward to inhale to fill. Exhale, pyramid pose, straighten the front leg and fold. See if you can square your hips off. Inhale, low lunge, bend into the front knee, look forward. Exhale, pyramid pose, straighten the front leg and bow. Inhale, a low lunge, look up. Exhale, pyramid, press through the front heel. Inhale, a low lunge, look forward. Exhale, step forward, forward fold, feet to meet. Well done, shake that off. Inhale, halfway lift to prepare. Exhale, chaturanga, step back to plank and lower halfway. If you need to, you can lower the knees. Inhale, up dog or cobra, depending on how you're feeling. Squeeze the thighs, look up. Exhale, down dog, send the hips up and gently lower your heels to the ground. Inhale, half pigeon on the right hand side. Bring your shin through and down. Before you fall to the floor, you want to set yourself up for success. So take your right knee and make sure it's on the outside of the right hip. And you are untucking the back toes. And your front shin is your sort of meter, depending to kind of determine how strong your stretch is. And the closer your shin is to the top of the mat, the more strong it is. And the lower your heel is to the back of the mat, the less strong it is. So find a nice comfortable variation for yourself. Make sure that there's no sort of sharp stinging, but a dull ache is always good. You're going to inhale to open your chest up, square yourself off. So you exhale, walk yourself to a comfortable and breathable spot. It's either on your hands, on your elbows, coming all the way down onto the floor. Close your eyes and breathe. And release. Gently walk your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your back toes, and make your way into a down dog. You can pedal your legs out just to release your hips, wagging the tail. Inhale, half pigeon on the left hand side. Bring your shin through and down. Left kneecap on the outside of the left hip. Find a comfortable position for your body. Inhale to open your chest, square your hips off. So left hip back, right hip forward. Exhale, lower and breathe. And release, come onto the hands, and you can just extend your legs out in front of you, pat your hamstrings down. Get onto the front of the sitting bones, flex your front toes, bend your front knees. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, shift forward, and then release into Paschimottanasana. From here, you can either get hold of the feet or the shins, and then keeping a firm connection with your belly to your thighs, you can begin to walk your sitting bones back into a nice, comfortable position. Close your eyes. And release. Inhale to roll up. Exhale, gently lower onto your back. Draw your right knee to your chest. Extend your left leg up long, coming into a wind remover on the right-hand side. Your right knee is coming in towards your chest and slightly out towards your right shoulder. Now, this is often confused in class. Make sure that your shoulders are on the ground and your knee is, instead of coming directly up towards your center of your chest or towards the right side of your neck, it's just slightly out towards the right shoulder. So you're creating a bit of space to the right-hand side of the hip. You want to still keep your left leg active, flex the left toes. You want your left hamstring flat on the floor and tuck the chin. Try and encourage the back of the neck onto the ground and the shoulders on the back of the ground. Now, if you are nowhere near this, don't worry. These are just the directions that you are heading towards. It does take a little bit of time to get there. Just so you keep in mind that you're going to keep these parts of the body nice and active. Inhale to full up. Exhale, supine twist. Lower the leg over to the left-hand side. Look up and over the right shoulder. See if you can keep the right shoulder onto the ground and use a long exhale to release and gently and slowly relax your right leg closer to the floor. Inhale, bring your right knee into your chest. Exhale, exchange it out with the left-hand side. Left knee comes into the chest, right leg comes out long. Reclined wind remover on the left side. Again, remembering to draw the knee in towards the chest, so directly up the body, and then slightly out to the left-hand side. So we're looking to aim it towards the left shoulder. Flex the right toes. Encourage both shoulders on the floor, and see if you can make a nice connection with the right hamstring onto the ground. Inhale to fill. Exhale, supine twist over to the right side. Left knee moves over. Look up and over the left shoulder. And it's always nice to have your left arm sort of out towards the left side just to keep some weight over and create a bit of openness through your left chest. And release. Draw both knees into your chest. Give yourself a giant squeeze of gratitude. Take a moment to be grateful for your body and your movement and your practice and your breath. And I'll say thank you for all the effort you put into your practice. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you can release into Shavasana, taking up more space than you normally would. Have your toes flopping out, palms facing up. Close your eyes. Inhale into the belly. Exhale to release and let that all go. Well done. You can lay still in your Shavasana with your eyes closed, and if you feel the urge to move or fidget, don't worry, that is totally normal. What we're trying to do here is to observe those natural urges, those natural fluctuations of the mind. We're going to try and establish a stronger sense of awareness or consciousness around that. And that comes through practice. In the beginning, it's going to be all over the show. Your attention will be up into the thoughts, into this, into that. But don't worry, see if you can just gently return your attention to your breath, return it to the sensations. I find the sensations on your breath is an easy place to rest your attention, and just see how that changes your experience. You are welcome to lay here for as long as you like. There really is no rush. Thank you once again for all the effort you put into your self-practice and into your body, and all the support into this channel. If you have any comments or questions, I will be down below. And if you'd like to say a quick namaste, it's always nice to hear from you, and it goes a long way for the algorithm with this channel. Otherwise, I will see you here next week for another class.